Well, I stopped that one abruptly to talk to my rock star son on the phone. Hooray for rock star sons. So, but back to this. For this green one that has green, some yellow, I want it to be getting darker and grayed out or less saturated. So it's that mix, a little bit of what I did for just the yellow, as well as the Quin burnt orange and phthalo green blue shade. Boy, I'm forgetting my colors. Maybe I'm talking. Maybe I need a little break. I've been having a good time painting all morning. You're getting sleepy. Very sleepy. Too bad I don't have any fun doing these. Refine this a little bit. Let's see. I'm going to come in. This one did something I'm not too sure about. But maybe if I stall for a little bit, I can. This one will. The yellow one will dry, and I can put try to put a little bit of that on top of that layer and see how that turns out. So this is the blue green, dark. So I think what I'm going to do is grab a little bit of the phthalo green blue shade and a little bit of the phthalo blue. Maybe even, yeah, a little, I think what even a better mix is going to be is phthalo green blue shade and bring in some of the the ultramarine blue, which is very similar to French ultramarine blue. As I like to joke, the French ultramarine blue is French. I may have lost a little bit too much of its blueness. Not sure how much that's showing up. I may have just sort of mixed a little bit too much of the green. I'm going to grab a little bit of, mostly straight ultramarine blue. Try to dab that in. Seen some hair. one more layer here. Darken that one up a bit. That shape sort of got lost. I think that was mostly Quin Pink and Quin Burnt Orange. I may have brought in a little bit of my purpley violet mix. I know this stuff can be frustrating because it's not like it's an exact equation. Because there's so many variables that happen along the way of the painting that you're always taking into account what the previous layer has dried like. Thinking of options. And mixes that will get you closest to where you want to go. And accepting it'll never be perfect, and that's okay. Unless you really need it perfect. No, don't try to do that. I'm going to come back on top of, I know you can't see, but I'm just grabbing burnt orange. Maybe I'll do this. That sometimes messes me up though, because it's a different orientation than what I'm used to. I want to see about glazing that is definitely sort of getting too far over to the orange side of things. So but once again, if I just sort of put some yellow on, that's going to get more yellow, but not darker now. It'll dry probably a little bit lighter than that. I'll see how that goes. I'm going to try something. Really? I want to see what happens if I mix a little bit of quinacridone pink with some of that pyrrole orange. That can be kind of a fun mix. There's always a different new fun mix. For the orange one, yeah, that's kind of fun. Okay, I've been stalling, fearing this moment. I'm gonna try to make a pretty watery mix of, yeah, that's a lovely color, isn't it? Not, well, depends. there are things that are not wanting to mix nicely. I'm just going to drop in a yittle, a little more yellow to that. That would have been Yittle more Lello. I think I'm going to call that good for now. I'll probably come back with one last video and then another last video after that. But I like how all those darks are, the colors especially. I may try to refine some things like this edge after everything else is dry. And there's a couple other things I could do, as well as the center. Still chewing on that, but okay, keep going.